opening the first panorama image, make sure the viewport shading is set to rendering mode. Click on MetaRoom 3D in the end panel of Blender. In this section, let's take a look at the MetaRoom 3D Editor plugin interface. First, you can use this option to import a panorama image directly into Blender. Next, the blackface toggle allows you to view the interfaces of the imported panorama, making it easier to work from inside the scene. Here, you'll find the panorama rotation controls. These are used to align the panorama correctly, making it parallel to the X or Y axis. This option is used to unwrap the textures, preparing them properly for further editing. Finally, this feature handles texture baking when exporting the floor, ensuring the final output looks accurate and clean. Now let's begin the 3D modeling process by importing the first panorama. Click on Add Pano Cam, then select your panorama image. After selecting the image, click on Add Pano Camera to load it into the scene. After importing the panorama, let's go over some basic Blender navigation to view your model. To rotate around the scene, hold the middle mouse button and move your mouse. To zoom in and out, use the mouse scroll wheel. To pan the view, hold Shift and press the middle mouse button, then move your mouse. If you want to focus on your object, select it and press the period key on the numpad. This will frame the object in your view. You can also use the number keys on the numpad to quickly change views. Press 1 for front view, 3 for side view, and 7 for top view. These basic controls will help you easily explore and work with your 3D scene. Next, let's learn how to select the panorama plane. You can simply click on the panorama plane directly in the 3D view to select it. If you're having trouble selecting it, go to the scene collection on the right-hand side. From there, make sure the item named Pano Plane is selected. Once the Pano Plane is selected, press Tab on your keyboard to enter Edit Mode. Set the selection mode to Edge Select, then choose the Select tool and click on an edge to select it. Next, switch to the Move tool and adjust the position by moving the floor edge. Use the Panorama Rotation slider in the MetaRoom 3D Editor plugin to align the image parallel to the X and Y axis. Hold down the Shift key for fine adjustments. After that, go back and adjust the edges again. Move them carefully and fine-tune their positions until everything is aligned correctly. Select all 4 edges. Press E to extrude the selected edges, then immediately press Yes to cancel the extrusion while keeping the new geometry. Next, choose the Move tool and move the edges along the Z-axis to adjust the height. Press Tab to enter object mode, then go to the MetaRoom 3D Editor panel and click on Connect Backface. Press Tab to enter Edit Mode, then press Ctrl+R to activate the Loop Cut tool. Click on the edge where the door is located. Move your mouse up or down to position the edge loop correctly, then click to confirm. You can use Ctrl+R again to add more edge loops and cut the room into the required shape. Set the selection mode to Face Select. Then click on the door face you want to remove. Press Delete, and from the pop-up menu, choose Faces. After deleting the unwanted faces, it's a good practice to save your progress. Click File, then Save to save your current work, or use Save As if you want to create a new version of the file. Unwrapping prepares the panorama for correct texture mapping on the 3D plane. Make sure you are in object mode. Next, select the Pano Plane geometry, or choose the Pano Plane node from the Scene Collection menu. Finally, click the Unwrap button in the MetaRoom 3D Editor panel. For the final step before exporting, click the Bake button at the bottom of the MetaRoom 3D Editor panel. If you want to view the inside faces, click the Connect Back Face button. Now let's save and export your work. Click File, then click Save to save your file. Use Save As if you want to create a new version of the file. Next, go to File, then Export, and select GLTF 2.0. Keep the default export settings and name your file, for example, floor1.glb or floor2.glb. When moving the Pano Plane geometry to build the 3D dollhouse, make sure you select the Pano Plane and all its related objects from the Scene Collection. This includes the parent objects like the Panorama camera setup and any linked children inside the same group. You can see all of them grouped under the imported panorama in the Scene Collection on the right side. Make sure everything under that panorama setup is selected before moving it. After finishing the first panorama, we will move it into position so we can import and align the second panorama.